It's about time for one of our completely unscripted and organically occurring philosophy conversations.
Awesome. What mystery of the world should we get to the bottom of today?
How about, is there a God?
Sure, great idea. There definitely is a God because I say there is. End of story.
Hold up, who do you think you are?
You know who I am. You see me every day.
I wasn't talking about, oh, I got it. Let's talk about personal identity.
Okay, but I don't really see the philosophy involved there. You're you and I am me. You have the same body you had yesterday. The same one you have tomorrow.
I suppose you were right, unless...
Unless what?
Well, what if you didn't have the same body?
That's just nonsense. How is such a silly thing come about?
People get plastic surgery done all the time and do a lot of things to alter their appearance. Not to mention the fact that the cells that make you up today will die and be replaced by new cells next week. Is it really so hard to believe you can physically become an entirely different person?
Okay, in this ridiculous case, I guess you'd be right. But now that I think about it more, I'm a little confused. Let's try a concrete example.
Good idea. Let's steal John Locke's example of the Prince&Cobbler with a modern twist. Imagine a wealthy physician somehow switches bodies with a struggling poet. Would the doctor still be himself, or would he become a poet?
Well, the rich doctor, he would be same, but the struggling poet, he would be different.
Why is that?
Because money changes people.
Come on, take this seriously. This is an important question.
Well, I guess if their minds would be changed, they would still be the same person.
So the body's a source of personal identity?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, what if our poet, with the doctor's mind, performed intricate brain surgery, something the poet would have no knowledge about? And what if the doctor, with the poet's mind, began reciting a sincere sonnet? My brother doesn't make good rhymes. You're the cold night surrounding my lonely soul. Sometimes my housemaid steals my limes. I cry during breakfast and get tears in my bowl.
Well then, I guess one's body isn't the source of personal identity.
According to Locke, we can attribute our personal identity to psychological continuity.
Wait, that sounds like a disease.
By psychological continuity, I mean to say that every one of their thoughts and emotions, as well as their memories, is continuous and relate to some past thought, emotion, or memory.
Oh, I see. But what if someone develops amnesia, or worse, what if they simply forget something they knew at a different stage in their life? Would they be a completely different person?
Locke would agree with you on this point, since there is an apparent lack of psychological continuity and a lack of memory. But it also seems clear that there is something distinctly similar about them, and the fact that they both are referred to as the same person.
So if someone doesn't remember doing something, then they're not responsible for doing it?
I guess that would be the case.
One last question. Let's say a person, let's call him John, has his brain duplicated and placed in Joe's body. Wouldn't John and Joe be the same person according to Locke?
I believe you are correct in your assertion.
So we have two identical, separate people, which is contradictory.
Exactly, and that is where some would say Locke's theory falls short.